If you want to be a successful trader, you know exactly what you need to do, and you know exactly what you do not need to do. You need to focus on the stuff that you shouldn't be doing and try your hardest to not make those same mistakes. I promise you, your probability of making in this a career, it's gonna go up. And just like my man says, focus on yourself and stop making those mistakes.
Welcome back to another episode of the TFT podcast. Thanks for joining. Today I have Evan. Thanks for coming, man.
Yeah, appreciate it for having me, man.
$15,000 payout.
Yes, sir.
How does it feel?
It feels good. Any more?
Need more.
Yeah, always more.
But you know it'll come though.
Yeah, exactly. It's always on to the next one. So, yeah. But
what's the mindset when it comes in?
The mindset is that realistically that it hits your account, so that's always nice.
Smile, instant.
Right? Yes. But then I'm trying to get into the mindset that I need to look forward to the next one, because when you get so happy about what has already been happened, it kind of like messes up how your next move will be, and you get a little bit too ahead of yourself,
a little bit,
or you miss a few little details, and next you know you're in deep drawdown.
So. Tell everyone where you're from.
Yeah, so I'm
originally fly in from.
Yeah, I'm originally from Memphis, Tennessee, but I've moved to Houston for about 2 years now. So I've flown in from H-Town.
Nice.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of things about H-Town.
Yeah, man, super
diverse. Gets down in the H-Town.
Exactly, man. It's so diverse. Food's great. The vibe's good. It's also a melting pot, kind of like Florida is.
100%.
Yeah, but just a vibe. Yeah.
How you been to Florida before?
Yeah, I have. So I visited here, from the summertime, going out to the beaches and stuff. So mostly in the Panhandle. I did live in Florida for a year.
Interesting part of Florida to visit.
Yeah, the Panhandle. Because from Memphis,
you drive down.
Driving down was like 6 hours instead of taking a flight, because you can't take a flight with like family members of 10, 15. So we all hop in the carpool down there, 6 hours, get to the beach.
You're just trying to get to the water, huh?
Exactly. That's it, man. Yeah. So you get yourself an Airbnb.
How's the beach there in the Panhandle?
Actually, it's pretty clean. It's kind of like the central West Florida, how Tampa and St. Pete has clean waters. It's pretty clean. Yeah. It's different from Miami. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's more calm.
It is. So it's still in the Gulf. So it's calm, clean. That's what I like.
Was there a lot of people when you went?
Oh yes, always. I mean, the surrounding states like Mississippi,
they all come
Georgia,
down.
They all come there. Yeah, so it's right there. So every time during the summertime, you guarantee you can expect the beaches to be packed, man. Yeah.
So you said you come from a big family, huh? You said 10, 15 people you're coming down with?
When you make good, close friends, they become family, right? So when I say I have family, I don't have a lot of immediate family here as far as bloodline goes, but I've been grateful enough to grow up to have a lot of day ones that I stuck around with me. And I call them my family, man. So every time we get a trip, it's kind of like a guest list. Like, are you going to RSVP? Yes or no? And most of the time they say yes. I mean, it can get up to like 50 people, bro.
No way.
We'll go like, you ever heard of an Asian train? Yeah, like
never heard of that.
At like music festivals, you'll see like 10 or 20 of them all like shoulder to shoulder, like walking on through. Oh my God. Yeah, that's basically what it is, man. It's just like a whole bunch of us we're
How do you not? I feel like 50 people, I'd already forget like half of them.
Oh, bro, getting around anywhere is frustrating, but it kind of splits up to guys and girls. Guys is already ready. We're doing our own thing, doing flip cups, playing beer pong, while the girl takes about an hour or 2 hours to get ready. So we're still having a good time, bro. Yeah.
So y'all just want to have a good time.
Yeah, always. Yeah. I think it's something been grateful for, to learn at an early age, just to have a good time, be in the moment.
It's true.
Yeah.
People get so caught up with the news, this, that, you know what I'm saying? It's
drama.
Has nothing to do with your life though.
No, not at all.
You're here.
Right.
That's outside of you, right?
Exactly, right. And now we got social media. I mean, you always can be somewhere else, right? You can always be in someone else's business, right? And next thing you know, your conversation with other people is like, did you know that she did this and she did that? And like, who is
Exactly.
that?
It's like, who cares?
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Exactly. Like right
Right?
now, like you're not doing anything. So yeah, I mean, that's why I keep all my day ones around. We keep each other in check. And it's
Yeah.
been nice.
Damn. So like, tell me about the ones that didn't make the cut to the 50 though. Right? Like some
Yeah.
people, they veer off, right? They get
Right.
lost.
And I'm glad you brought that up because I'm 31 now. So I got some years behind me. And I've always thought that, the people I grew up with, I'm always going to stay with them. But reality is when you grow up, people start to get weird, bro. And their lifestyle, or they're not thinking about their life as serious as they should, and they kind of fall off. And people become panhandlers, or they're entitled, or they just thought like, hey, since you're doing well, you got to give back to me because we've known each other for that long. And
It's like borderline homeless, huh?
right, and I was like, oh man, am I gonna grow up knowing some crackheads? Like
But
for real?
what kind of families did these people come from? You think it comes down to that? It's like, who raised you? Like,
Yeah, I think so. And then also, the people you surround yourself with too, like, I mean, we're all friends and stuff, but then you also have your own personal friends too. It's just not like you're clicked up with your own clique all the time. You sometimes want to experience other friendships, like networking stuff, and you may network with the wrong people, and then, but you see what they got going on, and, manipulation is real, right? So that kind of influence on people can just change your whole trajectory of your life. And when you bring it back to your original friend group, you might be a little off, and it just comes down to like being a fake person, like if you're not going to be real with us anymore, it's kind of like we're going to know that right off the bat, and you give off that fake vibe. It's like, how long can you stay in that
you're done.
Yeah, how long can you stay in that conversation? Like realistically, like I know you, bro, like, and we're not talking the same no more, and every interaction that we have is like, it's different, and you'll have
It's
that
okay to
heart-to-heart.
outgrow people.
Yeah. And then, you hear from all the time from these entrepreneurs, these people that make a lot of money. You're going to have some people that fall off. And I never really got that. I was like, oh man, I'm rolling with some pretty cool people. But I do have a few people that had to fall off. And I had
It's
to put that
better
behind
off
me.
that they go.
Yeah, yeah. Now I understand that. I was holding on to them pretty tight though, man.
Yeah.
Like, hey man, I'm doing this. You should do this, or maybe you should think about it this way. Like, don't do that, And I'm trying to solve their problems, knowing damn well I have my own problems, and it's a tug and pull fight, man.
Your time is limited.
Right? Yeah. Because I think about myself, like the decisions and everything I've made is I've chose myself, and I have to live with my consequences too, whether it's going to be rewards or not. And it's the same thing for them. And I'm not them. I can't be in their head the whole entire time.
Yeah, what would you say is like the biggest lesson or the most cherished lesson you just learned in your life, just in general?
I think that not to burn bridges, right? Because when you're going along your own journey, you definitely want to network. You want to be around people that are being successful. And sometimes successful is kind of blinding too, because, when you see someone with money, you automatically think they're a good person. But I mean, even bad people have money too. And, and you're trying to stay around that kind of person for so long because of the financial aspect and thinking that it can rub off on you. And you kind of lose yourself in the process, and you start to burn these different bridges that you've nourished those relationships for so long. And that's the one thing I've regret in my lifetime, is that some of these friendships and brotherhoods and that I had, I actually burned those bridges because I was thinking I was going on the right path, ended up as a dead end. And I'm kind of like trying to nurture those relationships, but it's never going to be the same, So I think that's one big lesson, is just that, as a man, for me, you need to keep your word and do not burn those bridges.
Big.
Yeah.
That's big though.
Yeah.
Especially if you want to be a trader.
Right. Yeah.
You gotta be your word.
Yeah. Be disciplined. You
can't be half-assing shit around here.
No, not at all. Not when it comes to trading, because okay, in a game in life, like you can lose, right? And it's just like a loss, like, oh man, but when you lose in trading, it's like you lose and you lose money. I'm like, so I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone knows all that emotion start rushing down, man. It's kind of
Yeah,
like
every time. It doesn't
every time.
matter.
You can't take it. I
It'll
can't
never
take
go
it.
away.
Right. I can't take it, man. Yeah.
So what got you into trading?
So I am always an entrepreneur at heart. I've always did like little side hustles here and there while I'm working the job because I've made a decision long ago that I'm only working these jobs and for someone until I have enough income to be able to do something for myself, because working for a job is like you're working on someone else's dream, right? And I'm a true believer of you only have one life. I'd rather just go hard on my own dreams. And I've seen on Instagram all these traders making these huge profits, man. Whether it's the Forex community, how I got into it is really the option community. And these people are
You know,
making,
in options are flipping bread.
right, bro, like these 100%, 1,000% gains, right? And you know that enticed me, and whether I believe it or not, I wanted it to be real because I want to be able to have that kind of career where I can make that happen. You know, if I was just thinking like this is all fake and bullshit, then
Exactly.
what am I gonna
trapped.
do? Yeah, exactly. I'm just gonna work for an hourly job until I find my next big hit, you know? So it's mainly I became interested because all these IG accounts were just making huge gains and they were doing signaling groups. And I got into a few of them. Really hard to follow signals if anyone ever follows signals, right? You
They
never
be editing them,
Right.
you know, like
it's like,
the
hey,
reality is different. It seems so good.
right. It's like, you said you were in, but it's not the same price you were in at, man. And you're already TPing and I'm in drawdown. So it's never the same, bro. But I did get some strides with it, you know. I think my first biggest win in the option community.
So you started
was
off with options then?
with options, yeah. It was like a Tesla call or something. Basically, I wanted the Tesla asset to go up.
Yeah.
And I think
What kind of time limits were you doing on
I
that?
think weeklies. Yeah. Contracts were going to end weeklies, just following a signal group, basically.
Just wait a week.
Yeah. It's just following a signal group. But most of the time when you're buying these contracts, you're going to probably get out the same day. So you can get out at any time. You don't have to get out at the expiration date. It's just know that's your time limit. And the more it gets towards your time limit, the more that contract decays. There's a whole bunch of nonsense when it comes to the option industry,
Dude, it's
man.
very complicated.
Right?
It really is. Like,
Yeah. But just going back to my first win, it was actually $3K, bro, of real money. And
Nice.
I saw that in my account. I was like, done. I'm sold.
All you need.
I'm going to figure this shit out. And then I proceeded to lose all my savings after that.
It happens.
Yeah.
It happened to me too.
Yeah. So I'm a little over 2 years into trading now. My anniversary for trading was like in October.
Anniversary for trading.
Yeah, in October, bro. Yeah, I remember because like when I decided to get into
It's like
trading,
you're giving up your V card.
exactly, bro.
Right?
Yeah, it's special, bro, because like I remember wanting to get into trading every day. Like there was not a day that I'd not think about trading in the charts. And yeah, it's just been 2 years. And
Every day.
Yeah,
Even
every day.
Saturday, Sunday.
Saturday and Sundays, bro. I mean, I have to backtrack some of my conversations that I have with real people because it will always lead to trading. I was like, oh yeah, how's the weather going? Yeah, man, that football game was great. But did you see US 30 though? Like,
So that's what you trade, US 30?
No, I don't. I traded it before, and I can't do US 30s too fast. I trade indices now. I'm mostly trading the Forex community or futures sometimes, but it's the same thing. I trade indices.
NASDAQ?
NASDAQ, yeah. That's wifey right there. Wifey can pay the bill when she
No
wants
cap.
to. Yeah.
When she wants to. Sometimes she's going to act up.
Right, dude. I mean,
It's like, oh,
yeah.
if only every day
Right.
I could win.
Yeah, exactly. So my first year, I lost all year. You know, I was not profitable that year. It just going towards my second year, I was able to catch my kinks and actually look in the mirror because truthfully, and I believe all traders know this, they know what they're doing wrong.
You're not dumb.
Yeah.
You're not sitting here wasting your time every day.
Exactly.
Hours.
I agree.
You know
bro.
what I'm saying?
Right, I agree.
You're
I
going
mean,
to pick up one day.
Right. I mean, I looked in the mirror, I was like, bro, you know what you're doing wrong. And every time you do something wrong, you lose money and you know it. And every time I did not do those things like over trading, revenge trading, I made money, you know, but those demons
That's
are
the
still
hard
there.
thing is like, people think you got to do a lot to make this money, but really the trick is to do as little as you can.
I agree. Yeah.
Simple.
Right. Trade less. Wait for your setup. All the stuff that everyone knows about, and you're like, yeah, man, I'm definitely doing that. I'm in a trade.
I'm in a trade. I'm in a trade. I'm in a trade.
Right.
How many trades do you take in a week?
In a week, so I'll go back. I give myself about 3 trades a day.
Max.
Yeah.
What risk?
At first, I was going at 1% of my account, but now I backtrack to about 0.25%. It makes more sense to me because it allows me to lose, and which I had trouble dealing with.
40 trades, you can lose up to 40 trades.
Yeah, exactly. When you break it down like that, like realistically, like, am I going to really lose 40 trades in a row? Am I that dumb? Or
it's like 39. You're like, no.
Full port. Yeah, but yeah, backtracking on my risk helped out a lot. But before, when you do 1%, because
it means too much to you, then the trade means too much. It holds too much emotional value.
Because you know why, right? It's actually 10%. When you look at your max deck drawdown, I mean, it's nice to say you have a 600K account, but hey, do you really?
How much are you working with?
Right. How much? Exactly. I like that. How much are you actually working with? Because
still better though.
It is. It's still better than nothing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, better than $1,000 in the account. Yeah.
Right.
Way better.
Right. Way better. So I mean, just lower risk has helped out a lot. And then we were saying before, I try to trade less. Anytime I trade over 3 trades, I know I'm going downhill. And you look back on your history, like, I just lost more than I was supposed to.
So a lot of people say two trades and they cut it off. Why for you is it 3?
So
personality.
I like the number 3. Ever since I was little, something attracted me to number 3. I mean, I see 3 everywhere for some reason. So I believe giving myself 3 trades helps out a lot, because the first trade, it could be a fake out, and the second trade could also be a fake out regarding my strategy. And then I'll give myself that last bullet to see if I can just break even, because I try to go for a 1 to 2. For some reason, I can't hold for 1 to 3, 1 to 4. I mean, I dream about it, but realistically, I know myself. I can't hold after 1 to 2. When I see that, it's like, I think that's good enough, and just close it out.
That's fine.
Right.
I mean, people make bread off 1 to 1.
I know, man.
And low key, they make bread.
Right.
And I've been trying to figure that out for the last 2 years.
Hey, low key, I mean, if you look at your strategies, like, most of the time it does go to 1 to 1, to be honest. You look at it, it's like,
at least,
right? That's the word right there. At least. Like, if you think about it, if I only took 1 to 1s all this year,
smacking,
at least
100% win rate.
My profit levels would be a lot higher than trying to go for that 1 to 2 and try to balance out things. But
it's very tricky.
It is. It's all individual.
And it's like, you'll never know unless you get in there and do it yourself.
Yeah.
You lose the trade.
Right. Yeah. Because, I mean, let's be real. This is like one of the hardest things I ever done in my life. Hardest. Because, like I said before, when you're losing, you're just not losing at a game. You're losing and losing money. So it's taken away from your future. It's like a lot of things that goes into your head.
It's like, yeah, I mean, ever since you're born, right? Like, what does money mean to you, right?
Right, yeah.
So it's all of that.
Yeah, you cherish
all the memories. Right, it's like everything. Flashback.
Yeah, terrible flashback, bro. But I mean, I wouldn't do anything else besides this, though, to be honest. Like, I see a real bright future in this. Just got to stay around long enough, right? You don't want to... You can lose. You got to be a good loser. But you can't lose it to the point where you can't get back into the game, right? Stay in the game long enough. Most of these great traders, they have a lot of years behind their belts, right?
Yeah. I mean, listen, this would be my advice for traders, is to stay alive, right? Everyone's trying to make bread, trying to make money. Yeah, you'll make money. It'll come. Yeah. But don't burn your account. Right. That's the ultimate name of the game.
Right. Even demo trade, I have friends, I won't say any names. They literally would not trade unless it's a challenge account or live funds. They won't demo trade.
That's the worst.
That's worse, right?
And because
it's because they're like, bro, it doesn't
matter. It's not making me money.
Yeah, it's like, bro, I can make so much money during demo. I was like, yeah, but your risk is shit. That's like, you gotta try to take it real. Right.
It's not real bread.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
It's like, it's all fake.
Yeah, exactly.
And even if it's real or fake, right?
Right.
Because that's a big discussion, right?
Yes.
A lot of people, prop firm money is fake or whatever, right? But listen, real or fake, do you have the skill?
Yes.
That's all that matters.
Yes. Yes.
Are you getting paid? Is there a payout coming?
Exactly. It's from the skill. All that little chatter in between doesn't mean shit,
exactly.
bro.
People spend way too much time in that.
Yeah. Twitter, bro. Are you on Twitter at all?
Oh, yeah.
Man, it's the number one source for drama, bro.
Fake beef.
Yeah,
it's all fake.
Bro, everyone's a lawyer in there. They have an opinion.
Shit.
And you just need to worry about your own charts and your skill, right? If you don't have the skill, just say it. Don't bash anyone else about it, right? Don't say something because it's not working.
It's like all your time and energy you typing up this mean tweet. Bro. It's like, what are you doing with your life, my guy?
I know that took an hour, bro.
Why are you hating?
Right. You're not getting that back, bro. An hour worth of time is gone.
It's crazy. How do you stay positive when there's a lot of, noise, a lot of hate?
Man, I got a good rock, bro. I got my wife. She's my everything, right? If going through any kind of trials and tribulation, we pray a lot. I'm not a super religious person, but I do believe in, the higher up. I believe in manifesting. I believe in trying to speak anything out into the world. And what we do before like every meal, every night, we try to pray for our loved ones, anything that we can think of, whether they're financially, physically, spiritually, their health or anything. We put that into the world. But then when I have my lower moments, and I have them a lot during trading, bro. I have them a lot.
Yeah.
And, I actually try to be honest with her about it, of how I feel. And every single time she's just so supportive, bro. Because sometimes I feel like a bum when you're losing, not making any money.
Your dad's voice in your ear just comes in your head. You're like, what, you're still doing that?
Right,
You're still doing that trading?
Yeah.
How's it going?
Told you to quit that shit, man. That's not real. But
9 to 5.
Yeah, but during my lowest moments, bro, I can always lean on her. I can lean on my mom. I'm a mama's boy.
Me too, man. No cap.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to all the moms, man. But
really,
I lean on both of those women, and I'm good, bro. Because like I may not be where I want to be financially or any other physically. I want to get bigger too and stuff like that. But I just know that like I'm on the right path, and just like how you said, stay in the game. Just stay in the game long enough. Something's going to happen, because I stayed in the game for over 2 years, and now I'm doing a podcast with you and TFT.
Yeah.
It's a surreal moment.
It's the beginning.
Yes. Yeah.
And like you said, you're going to keep trading. So.
Yes. It's always about the next trade. You can hit TP, you can hit stop loss, you can, have your risk management all on point, but
don't let it get to your head.
No, it's all about the next trade. It's about that skill, like you said.
You're on the right path. Yeah. How do you know you're on the right path?
I think because I'm with a community right now. It's not my community. It's one of my homeboys. Shout out to LV God in Champagne Trades. He built a community where we kind of like trade the same strategy. And he brought a community together where we can just kind of like talk to each other, uplift each other, especially in this kind of environment, this volatile environment. This year's been crazy for trading. Like, some things are not going the right way, in my opinion. But it could be.
Listen, we all know whatever they tell you on the TV.
Yes.
Buy, or sell, right? And then the exact opposite happens. It's like,
right. Coincidence, right?
You think you're slick.
Yeah.
But people believe it. That's the crazy part. The sheep, right?
Yeah, they do, man. But to go back to your point of how I stay positive, is like surround yourself with positive people, because if I just indulge myself into Twitter all the time, and I do get on Twitter because I be reading that shit, sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, I do read that shit, and it can get really overwhelming because
now you're in someone else's head, right?
Yeah, but when I'm hand selecting people I want to talk about in this trading career, and they're all positive, it helps me stay positive throughout my whole process.
Maybe there needs to be an app.
What for?
Something. Maybe there's some kind of idea like
there. Some psychology talks.
Just like, I don't know, keeping the community together, but like positive thinking people. Yeah. Hand selected, like you said.
Right. It's definitely needed, bro. And everyone knows this. Like, trading is an individual sport. It doesn't have to always be, though. But when you're pressing that button, regardless of if you're talking to someone on the phone or in the Discord, you're still pressing that button by yourself. But, aside from the times that you're executing those trades, you can still surround yourself around positivity. Like you said, maybe
it's all about energy, right? Yeah. That's what people don't understand.
Yeah, they don't, bro, because they come off bad energy already. So so you're already walking around in negative energy. It's no way you're gonna be positive anytime soon. I mean, hey, I believe everyone gets a second chance and they can do a 360, but let me see it happen first. I'm not gonna be the one to convert you.
Yeah, it's not your job.
No, it's not.
It's not. You have to be able to feed yourself first before you can help others. Yeah.
Yes.
But it is about energy, though. It's like, where are you spending your energy?
Yes.
Right?
Right.
Because it's like all you have.
Yes.
Right? And people don't understand there's something, you have a soul, right? You're not just this body.
Right.
This is here for now, right?
Right. I agree with that.
But there's something else.
Yeah.
And people don't understand that.
No, they don't, man. I mean,
too attached to the physical.
Right. Especially you only have one life, bro. Like, you don't want to think about that kind of stuff. You're just going to go about your day doing God knows what, not trying to excel, not trying to, I mean, I'm a big believer in helping out yourself first, then you can help out others. But when other people try to pull on you for help and you know damn well you can't take care of yourself, it's kind of like the blind leading the blind, bro.
Yeah, it's like people DM me all the time. They're like, help. Right?
Yeah.
I'm like, I just DM'd this guy back. And I'm like, why should I help you?
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Tell me why.
Yeah.
Sell me.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. At least do that. They can't do that. They can't even do that, bro. They're just like, because I need money and you got money. Can I get some money?
Exactly.
No.
It's not how the world works.
Right. No, it's not. I mean, it doesn't work for us, right? Like, I'm not going to ask anyone for money. It never happen for me. So I'm not going to do it for anyone else.
How do you think people will achieve these like insane levels of wealth? What does it take for someone to get there?
I think, increasing your financial literacy, right?
You got to know how the game works.
Right. Exactly.
It's all the game, right?
It is. Like, the game of money can be learned, but it's a long process, and it takes strategy, just like how we strategize with trading. If you want to strategize to build wealth, there's things in place. There's things that you can do on a daily basis.
There's loopholes.
Exactly. But it's one of those things like where you have to build a foundation brick by brick. It's just not it's not because you want to be wealthy and 1 year later you're wealthy. It's those little steps that you take in between to build that up. And it just so happens to hit 1 year and it goes exponential growth, right? Like, people with those Roth IRAs or investing wise, or, if you get into a real estate, purchase that, you put down a lump sum of money first, but you start building that cash flow, recuperate that money back, build equity up, and then pull that out on a HELOC. I mean, there's different ways, right? But it comes down to that financial literacy. Like, do you know how to make money in the first place?
Aside from that, though, like, let's talk about the beingness. Who do you have to be able to achieve that, right?
Right.
What kind of person do you have to be?
I think a real person, right? You got to be real, can't be fake. I think even now I have to check myself sometimes on some fakeness I can do, as far as like, I tell people, man, you need to work out, be healthy, and I'll miss a day in the gym. Or, hey, if you don't want to gain so much weight, you have to have a better diet. And I'm over here getting Buffalo Wild Wings, right? I feel like that's some little fakeness.
The Buffalo Wild Wings, it's always like, it tastes so good, it looks so good, and then a couple hours later, it's just like you just start regretting it for some reason.
Right, bro.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like it was a little too good. Like,
yeah, it's those little details, bro, like that.
It throws you off.
Yeah, it does. Like, and I'm trying to still work on that every day. It's just try to be as real as I can for myself.
But it's buy one, get one free on Tuesdays.
Right. That's how they get you, bro. That's how they get you.
Free.
Hey, I need those deals.
Shit. Man. But so, tell me about your culture and everything like that.
So I am Chinese and Cambodian. And so my mom's Chinese. My mom's Cambodian, my dad's Chinese. Come from an Asian family. Typical Asian family, bro. Like, they came overseas here, thankfully, to give us a better opportunity in life. But they came as laborer workers and still working at warehouses to this day. Yeah. So as far as like, speaking the English language, they didn't learn it as well. So they tell me all the time, if they knew English, man, they'll kill it. Because both my parents, they're really hard workers, bro. You know, and when you have great work ethic, I feel like you can get really far in life, no matter if you can speak the language or not, right? Yeah. There's a lot of people out here who are successful, can't speak English, but you wonder how they're so successful, because that work ethic, it's not a language. It's something that is in you that you do. And that's what they instilled in me.
Yeah, I mean, the Asian culture is much different than the American culture.
Yeah.
100%.
Right. It can be very strict too, though. You know, like when I was growing up and I was going to college, I did not finish college, but my mom wanted me to finish and become a doctor, no matter what. You got to become a doctor. That's how you make money. You got to become a doctor. Yeah, that's how you make money. And, you know, I understood that it is job security. They do make money.
But you knew.
Yeah, but I knew I wanted something. Yeah, I wanted something more for myself. You know, I've seen some videos of people owning their own business, you know, making their dreams come true. The American dream, right? You know, actually building something, creating jobs, and in return, you get, you know, money for that. And, you know, being a doctor and still helping out people, it was a great idea for sure. But
it seems better than it is, right? The reality, like in theory, it seems better than the reality.
But I had to disappoint my mom, and I told her I'm not going to finish college, and I'm going to try to start a business up and see how that goes. And since then, I've tried to start like maybe like 7-8 businesses so far.
Let's hear all of them.
I've washed cars. That was my.
I did that too.
Yeah, one of my first business. I sell T-shirts, and then along with those T-shirts, I try to sell gym courses, because I was a big gym rat. I'm still a gym rat too, but back then I loved teaching people, and I thought I had
education.
Yeah, I thought I had something in me as far as educating people on how to transform their bodies. I did like construction work, like very minor construction work, just me and some guys doing some paint jobs.
What did you learn from being around those guys in the construction? Like, what was their mindset? You could tell they had a specific mindset, huh?
Yeah, but my guys they did the job. So it's kind of like they still didn't want more from themselves. They just had a task in front of them, and they'll just take care of that task. I haven't met anyone. Well, I lied. I have met some people in the community where they had their own construction company, and they were like the best middleman ever. They knew how to put the jobs together. Someone needed something done, they had the person to do it, combined together, and they took the difference every single time. And I like that, because it was so easy to...
It's just your networking.
Yeah, exactly. You're just networking. Yeah, and I just love the entrepreneur aspect of everything, of just creating your own money, right? I didn't think I was super smart, but I know I'm not that dumb, right? Yeah. And so I'm just like, I know I can create some money. I know I can create jobs. I know I can create a legacy that I can pass down to my kids and be known for something, you know?
You think anyone can be an entrepreneur, or do you think it takes a special person?
No, I absolutely think everybody can be an entrepreneur. I believe that everyone has a gift in them that they either tap into it and become something, or leave it untapped because they like comfortability, or they just like...
Damn, say that again, though, for the people in the back.
Yeah, exactly. I think everyone can be an entrepreneur. I feel like everyone has a gift. They either tap it and become someone, or they just leave it untapped and just keep it with that comfortability. Because you see it all the time. People have comfortable jobs. They make great money too. You know, some people make great money, but hey, at the end of it all, when you're old and wrinkled, right?
What are you gonna be thinking?
What are you gonna be thinking about? Like, you're gonna have one regret, right? Or hundreds of regrets, right? I'm trying to get to that finish line, whether I'm filthy rich or a bum, but I don't want to have any regrets, bro. I don't want to leave this life and not say I didn't try, right? And I've tried a lot, bro. I mean, I've had a lot of failures, but I'm trying to fail forward every time.
You learn when you fail, though. It's important.
It is. You learn a lot.
If you succeeded on your first business, right?
Right. Yeah. I'm just a prodigy. I'm that guy, right? But I'm still trying to become that guy, right? I'm still going to Timothy University.
It's Hollywood. It's not real.
Yeah.
It's not how the world works, right?
No, I'm still attending Timothy University right now. Bro. I'm trying to be him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just believe everyone can be an entrepreneur, bro. I really do. I just think that...
It's important that people hear this, though.
Yeah, because like, you know, deep down inside, like, you know you want to do something with your life, right? Like...
It's like, why am I here, right?
Yeah.
I'm not here to work a 9 to 5. Like.
Right. Even if you do work a 9 to 5, just be great at that for now. Not go in there, cry and complain all the time. Maybe get fired and lose that job and cause more problems for yourself. And
strategic.
Yes, be strategic about it, and then that way you can use that extra income and do that entrepreneurship, do that business that you've been thinking about. Fail at that business, right? What you learn from that business, start another business, right? Pivot. I'm big on pivoting. I pivoted all my life.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can't get stuck.
Right? No, you can't be complacent. Like, nah, just kidding.
Society. They definitely are pushing the comfortability.
Yeah, they are.
They're normalizing it.
They need workers, bro. They need somebody in there. Someone has to clock in.
Yeah.
Right? You're not going to catch me clocking in.
Hey.
Right? Not going to catch
today.
me clocking. Not me, bro.
I quit.
Right. You've heard that. I've been watching a lot of documentaries on serial killers lately. And I've always said at the end of it, I don't understand why they do that, right? And my girl will tell me, well, if you understand them, you become them. And that dawned on me. I was like, okay, so people who want to stay in that 9 to 5 or want to clock in, I always say, I just don't understand that lifestyle anymore. And I'm glad I don't, because as soon as I understand it again, I might just go conform to that lifestyle. And I'm trying to understand something different, right? I'm trying to understand the entrepreneurship lifestyle. And they say it all the time. You give up the 9 to 5 for the 25/8. You're working all the time.
For the 5 to 9.
Right. You're working all the time, and it's okay. You're working on yourself. You're making your strides. You might have some speed bumps along the way, but
find
it's your
the
own
right
journey.
people.
Yeah, it's your own journey, bro. And I love it. I love it so far.
What are some good tips for networking? Finding people that are where you want to be.
Yeah, I'm not the greatest of networking, but I know that to network, you need to bring some value first. You can't be a leech, right? You can't just so happen to be in the room of wealthy people and just gonna think about, you're gonna rub elbows on everybody, right? You have to be at least knowledgeable about something or bring something to the table where, hey, I might wanna work with you, or hey, I might wanna talk with you.
Yeah, business never comes first. It's always second.
It is, yeah. You wanna be able to build that rapport and be genuine about it, because people who have money, or who I won't say have money, let's just say people who are doing something with their life, they can feel that energy really quick if you're just a leech. Right?
Oh, yeah. Because they're dealing with it all day.
Yeah, all day, man. You're like, man, you sound just like one of my friends that want money. Get on with yourself, bro. So for networking, be able to bring some value for yourself, be knowledgeable about something, and then go towards networking events.
Know what your skill is, right? Focus on it.
Right. Focus on yourself first, right? It goes back to that. You can't help out others. You can't help out wealthy people, or you can't help your family unless you help out yourself first. And if you have a strong foundation, then you're right.
Now, do you think anyone could be a trader, or it takes a specific person?
That one, it takes a specific person, bro.
Who is that person?
You got to be disciplined, man. You got to be a man of your word. Well, I guess anyone can be if you don't want to be.
If you choose to, right?
Right? Yeah. But I think it goes back to things that you're doing wrong, and it costs you money every single time. If you're able to get that discipline down, not make those same mistakes, the probability of you succeeding in this increases. It will never be 100%, but it will be over 50%, right? And you just need over 50% to make money with any strategy, unless you're just taking a 0.5 R, but
0.5.
At least got to get 1 R, bro. I got to get at least 1 to 1.
I know. It's what are we doing here?
Right, yeah.
Why did I get in here? Yeah. Why am I risking my money?
Right, yeah, exactly.
How has TFT been in regards to your life?
Bro.
What role has it played?
I remember TFT when they had that website that looks like...
Oh, my God.
Bro, Squarespace made that thing, a template, and things were all kind of out of
cheesy.
whack. Yeah, it was, But I love TFT, man, because they gave...
It's the underdog, right?
Yeah, and they gave a lot of traders the opportunity to make something out of themselves, right? Even if TFT wasn't around, but the trading community has always been around, 95 to 98% of people lose money anyways, whether TFT was
Guaranteed.
Here or not, right? But it's the opportunity that TFT is giving us, like you said. if you have the skills, you can pay the bills. You can make some money. You can get these payouts. It's real payouts. It's real money hitting your bank account. It doesn't seem real when you don't have the skill and you just straight up lose it, right? And then you just think it's all
everything's
hoax.
fake then.
Right. It's all hoax. Like, they're never going to pay me out anyway. Well, were you ever in blue? Like, dang. Right?
Come on, step one.
Right. Were you ever over the initial balance? Like, you're not going to get paid on negatives. But no, man, TFT, I'm glad they're around. I'm glad they're doing stuff like this. I'm glad they're prospering. And I'm glad to be a part of this community and hope to grow along with it more.
No, we're glad to have you because, like you said, the community, we very, very much value community here.
Yeah, or what? Like
very important.
Over 100K members now in the Discord. That's strong.
Yeah.
It's like a Roman Empire.
I know, right? Imagine all the TFT traders in one room.
Right. That'd be crazy. Be like 300.
Take over the world.
Yeah, seriously.
That's the thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what it is, though.
Right. It is. Yeah. They're going to still grow, too, man. I mean, doing more
world
stuff like
takeover.
This. Yeah.
What do you want to see next from TFT? You've seen how it's evolved from that website, right?
Right.
What's next?
As far as TFT goes, I don't know, man. I mean, they're so innovative. They're doing stuff every single month, you know. I think maybe building that. I mean, we do have a funded trader like tab for the funded people on the Discord, but maybe something more along with those people, you know. I mean, you got top guys making money for the company, making money for themselves. How can we enhance them even more? You know, get them
better experience.
Exactly, like
elevate them more.
Right, they're at level 5 right now. How can we get them to level 10? What does level 10 looks like? You know, is everyone making 6 figures then? And just a little bit more emphasis to the funded traders. And
no, that's a great idea.
Yeah,
it's gonna make everyone at the bottom want to work harder. And they see like, damn.
And that's the thing, because you don't have to be envious. Just join along with the program, right?
It's easy.
Just don't be like, oh man, these guys suck. Like, no, how can I get up there and let me party with them too? You know, like
just follow their footsteps.
Right. It's a perspective mindset thing. But hey, if you're a person that was always negative in the first place, you can't do much with that.
Don't join. Yeah. Don't sign up.
Yeah, please do not buy a challenge.
Continue laying in bed, because we all know you're laying in bed watching this pod.
Right. Right. Get up, man. Get up. Anybody,
give me 50 push-ups, we'll talk. All right? How about that?
Yeah.
Right?
You're right.
But man, yeah, thanks for sharing about your journey.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me here.
Yeah. And what is one more message you would like to leave the viewers with?
It's going to go back to that same message. If you want to be a successful trader, you know exactly what you need to do, and you know exactly what you do not need to do. You need to focus on the stuff that you shouldn't be doing and try your hardest to not make those same mistakes.
It's hard. It's like you got to rewire your brain.
Exactly. I promise you, your probability of making in this a career, it's going to go up. And just like my man said, stay in the game long enough. Just don't take all these breaks here and there, quit for a year, come back. Just stay consistent with it, you know. If you're tired of losing hundreds of thousands of dollars or hundreds of dollars, just start with a small account. Be okay with that. Make $2-3 a day.
Yeah. It's not always about the dollar amount.
Right.
Even the percentages too. It's more about the skill.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
Hone your craft.
Because and try not to look at all these other traders making these big profits, man. It's not your money. Whether it's real or not, it's not your money. It's not going to change your life. Yeah. Focus on yourself and stop making those mistakes.
Yeah. Great insights. Thank you again.
Yep.
Thank you. I hope you have an amazing weekend here in Miami.
Yeah.
You deserve it, really.
Right. Yeah. Appreciate it, man. Have a good time.
Yeah. Yes, drop your socials if you want people to follow you.
I am in the Discord community, Champagne Trades. You can look them up on IG, and I'll be in there kicking it with everyone.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys for tuning in to this episode of the TFT podcast, and we'll catch you in the next one.